This person said the Bible specifically tells us not to celebrate Christmas in Jeremiah 10. Let's look at it. Verse 3. Someone cuts down a tree from the forest. It is worked by the hands of a craftsman with a chisel. He decorates it with silver and gold. It is fastened with hammer and nails, so it won't totter. Like scarecrows in a cucumber patch, their idols cannot speak. They must be carried because they cannot walk. Do not fear them, for they can do no harm, and they cannot do any good. Obviously, this is talking about cutting a tree down and making an idol out of it. Verse 5, like a scarecrow, basically in the shape of a man. This is certainly not talking about a Christmas tree. Now, I don't celebrate Christmas, so there's no reason for me to say that other than just to bring you the truth. Apart from the obvious, another reason why we know this is not talking about Christmas tree, it says he decorates it with silver and gold. Perhaps, rarely, you might find a Christmas tree ornament that is pure silver. But I don't know of any that's gold. It's not like someone said, guess what, man? I spent $200 million on gold tinsel, man. 24 karat gold tinsel. Yeah, and I put a 24 karat gold star on top of the tree. This is clearly the proper way to translate and to interpret this passage. But some translations translate this passage very poorly. This word chisel is from the Hebrew word ma'asad, which means a tool that's used to take some kind of raw material and make some kind of shape or form out of it. It's the same word, ma'asad, that's used in Isaiah chapter 44, verse 12, when speaking about a blacksmith that takes iron and makes a certain shape out of it. All of the translators and scholars from the CSB, NLT, Darby, NIV, and NET all agree this should be translated chisel, and they're right. But the KJV and some other translations that just parrot the KJV translates that as axe, which makes it sound a little bit more like it could be a Christmas tree, although in context, obviously it's not. Same with verse 5. It says, such idols are like scarecrows. And that makes sense in this context. You cut down a tree, you use a tool to form it into the shape of a man, you put it up, and it looks like a scarecrow. The CSB, NLT, RSV, NIV, NET, and the NASB all agree this should be translated as scarecrows. But the KJV and other versions that parrot it doesn't say scarecrow, it says like an upright palm tree. Very poor translation. That doesn't sound like a Christmas tree or an idol. Imagine going to someone's house and say, wow, you got a beautiful Christmas tree. Looks like an upright palm tree.